Peace and greetings, everyone. Back with another video. My name is Tim D Kelley. I'm an author of multiple books. The main one that I'm going to be promoting here is The Mind is All, the Universe is Mental. And just going to wait a little bit for people to tune in, get settled, and we'll start the video in a couple minutes, couple seconds here. Right now I'm just cooking some food. About to get it in. Yeah, so the title of this video is called The Power of Words and How Our Thoughts Shape Our Reality. And if you guys tuned in to the other videos here on my YouTube channel, you'll know that I speak upon the power of thoughts, the power of the mind, and how to tap into the mind in order to, become successful in whatever it is that we're trying to do, and to really help you guys build who you are and to attain, your dreams and desires in this life. No one's perfect, things happen in life that, influence our actions and behaviors, whether positive or negative, and that is what shapes our reality, how we act and react, how we think, and the patterns of thoughts and actions and how they create actual outcomes. What we attract, what we repel, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, manifesting, things like that in nature. So as I mentioned before, the title of this video is The Power of Words, How Our Thoughts Shape Our Reality, and let's get started. So words hold a transformative power that goes beyond mere communication, right? Words, they are not just words. They are actual things that shape the life that we live and the world around us. They shape our thoughts, our beliefs, and ultimately our reality as it is. The article or this video here explores how words imprint themselves into the subconscious mind, forming mental images and programs that dictate our lives. Every day our minds generate between 60,000 and 80,000 thoughts, and each one becomes a powerful driver in what we attract or repel into our lives. So by becoming conscious or aware of our language and our thoughts, we can better harness the energy of words to shape a more positive reality that we live, right? So how do words shape our subconscious mind? When we hear or speak words, they create images in our subconscious mind. And it's a process that occurs so subtly that we often don't even realize its impact. Words become a kind of internal code that influences how we see ourselves and how we see and view the world around us. Every phrase that we repeat internally and every belief that we hold creates images in our subconscious minds, which in turn influences our mental programming. Over time, these words then shape how we perceive reality and interpret events and respond to situations. Now, the subconscious mind, which possesses the most power or most of our daily functions, right? It's your subconscious mind that controls your breathing. You don't have to think about breathing in order to breathe. You just breathe. It happens automatically. That is the subconscious mind in action. So the subconscious mind possesses most of our daily functions. It doesn't differentiate between what's real and what's imagined, or reality and imagination. Your subconscious mind doesn't, but your conscious mind, that's the mind that says, okay, oh, that's real and that's imagined, going back to the other videos that we watched or that you can watch on my channel, you know, it's explained that, you know, your conscious mind is the analytical mind, but your subconscious mind is the one that is habits, the one that just acts without thinking. So it's your conscious mind that could say, oh, it's real, or oh, it's imagined, but your subconscious mind doesn't go through that process of thinking. It just does based on what it accepts as real or true. So, you know, the subconscious mind takes in information indiscriminately, yeah, and it uses whatever information it is given to build a map of the world. So by feeding our subconscious minds a steady stream of words from a young age, and even now when you're older, you're watching this video, yeah, so and the words that are coming out of my mouth is helping to give you information into your subconscious mind to then act and react, right? So by feeding our subconscious a steady stream of words, often unknowingly positive or negative, mainly negative, and these negative words then form limiting beliefs that control our thoughts and emotions and behaviors, which then creates a limiting reality for ourselves. Imagine what creating positive words for yourself can do, right? So when we form positive, constructive words for ourselves, we can then control positive emotions, which directs positive behaviors or constructive behaviors. So we can understand words as being the blueprint of all of our belief systems and essentially all of our actions. So when you think of a word, it creates images in your mind. So right now, I'm going to say the word cat. What picture comes into your mind? It's a picture of a cat. Each person, right, has a different picture of a cat. My version of a cat may be white, or it may be a black cat, or it may be a black cat with white stripes, or a black cat with white dots, or a white cat with black dots, depending on your previous experience, your first experience of a cat. Now, I'm going to say the word dog. Same concept. Everyone has a different picture in their minds when we hear different words. So this doesn't just happen with the word cat or dog, right? It happens with every word that comes into our mind. We have a picture that has already been formed without us even thinking about it based on previous experiences. So imagine someone who doesn't even know what a cat is, and you say the word cat. What picture is gonna pop in their mind? They don't have a picture. And it's the same thing kind of with learning languages. If you go back also to my other videos, I'm a linguistic fanatic. I like to learn different languages from around the world, and from my experiences, this is the same concept. When you're born, you're around your parents, right? And they speak the language that you then speak when you're older. So if you want to change the language that you speak, you have to change the words and pictures that form that language system in your mind. And for example, that is why I'm able to speak multiple different languages for myself. I had to go in and reprogram the language that I was using. For example, I speak multiple different English accents, yeah? So in this video, you may be listening to me and say, oh, well, he has a British accent, right? And that's because of my experience living in the UK, living in England, and I picked up on the language after living there. So it's the same concept. If like I said, if you go to my other videos, you'll say, oh, well, he doesn't have a British accent in this video. Well, yeah, that's because I have not gone to England, or I'm not using that language pattern in that video. So, and it all comes down to your influences, right? So, you know, words are blueprints of our belief systems. Our beliefs and mental frameworks that we build through repeated exposure to words and phrases and thoughts are essentially what shapes or what is the blueprint to our belief systems, or what we believe and then how we act and react based on our beliefs. For instance, if a person constantly thinks, I'm not good enough, their subconscious mind will create images that then reinforce this belief, that then reinforce the actions, right? These mental images serve as the foundation for other beliefs, which creates a cycle of self-doubt that can become increasingly challenging to break. And in my last video, I talked about how to overcome limiting beliefs. And this is another video that helps us understand this more. So once these beliefs are formed, they influence our other thoughts and emotions. If we believe that we are capable and deserving, we tend to feel empowered and more optimistic. If we hold self-limiting beliefs, we feel disempowered, which can lead to a cycle of negative thinking that affects every area of our lives. Through these words, then we program our minds, setting the stage for a life of either positivity, constructive life, of growth and prosperity, or limitation and struggle. And I'm one that can speak about this because I've been through both sides, right? I've been through not having anything. I've been through living on the streets and struggling, to owning a business and having more than enough money that I can consciously imagine. So what I'm trying to tell you guys here is that your thoughts, the words that you hold, the words and the images that you hold in your mind create the life that you live. Point blank, period, full stop. Beliefs created by words ultimately shape our thoughts and emotions. If we believe that we are worthy and capable, we generate thoughts that reinforce these feelings. However, when our words and beliefs are, for example, rooted in fear or self-doubt, our thoughts and emotions often follow the same path, resulting in self-sabotaging behaviors. So these thoughts become our daily mental scripts, right? This is why scripting is spoken about a lot when it comes to manifestation. Since 90% of our thoughts are verbal rather than visual, it's clear that words hold the greatest sway over our inner world. Words are the foundations of our self-talk, and self-talk is what determines the emotional states that we carry within us every day. Self-talk is when you're just sitting there in a room by yourself, the words that come up in your mind is your self-talk. So if you can control your self-talk, you then can control your daily life. But notice that most people in their self-talk, they just let their self-talk talk without actually trying to control or manipulate those thoughts, whether they're good or bad. If you have negative thought of, oh, I'm not good enough, and you're not changing that thought, then you're just going to live that life. But it isn't until you actually change that thought that you then start to slowly change that belief, which changes your behaviors and actions, and essentially what you manifest towards yourself or repel from yourself, the law of attraction, right? So positive, empowering language then can lead to uplifting emotions, while negative, limiting language can lead to anxiety, stress, anger, and then whatever you attract and repel from that experience or that state of consciousness. So let's talk about the chain of influence: beliefs, behavior, and attraction. Our thoughts influence our beliefs, and they lead to specific emotions that shape our behavior. For example, a person with a self-empowering or self-empowered belief system may approach opportunities with confidence, increasing the chances of success. Conversely, so conversely, someone with limiting beliefs may feel too fearful to take action, missing out on growth opportunities. These behaviors not only influence our personal achievements, but also affect what we attract and repel into our lives. The principle of attraction, or law of attraction, suggests that our internal state directly influences our external reality. People who harbor positive beliefs and emotions tend to attract similar energy, people, and circumstances. And on the other hand, if you hold on to negative beliefs, we may find ourselves in situations that then reinforce those beliefs, creating a fulfilling prophecy. In this way, words become the root to both our success and our challenges, or quote unquote failures. But we know that if you fail, failure isn't the ultimate end thing. You can always, again, succeed in other areas. So, harnessing autosuggestion, the key to shaping our reality. I would like to define a little bit about autosuggestion and then go into the practice, right? So, autosuggestion is a powerful tool that involves consciously using words to influence our subconscious mind. By becoming mindful of our self-talk and consciously choosing words that align with the life that we want to create, we can reprogram our minds and shift our beliefs. This conscious repetition of positive statements allows us to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, thereby altering our thoughts, emotions, and actions. So, to effectively practice this autosuggestion, one should start with affirmations that resonate deeply. For example, if you wish to create and cultivate confidence, you might repeat to yourself, I am capable and I'm worthy of success. I am capable and I am worthy of success. I am capable and I am worthy of success. When repeated consistently, these words take root into the subconscious mind, shaping self-perception and encouraging behaviors that align with this new belief. Now, in order to make this a little bit more powerful for yourself, while repeating those words in your auto-suggestion practice, visualize what it would feel like and what it would look like to be worthy of success, to be successful, right? So this next part that I'm going to speak about is your thoughts, right? The daily influence of our thoughts. We have 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day. And, you know, this is an astounding number, this crazy number to think about. Imagine how many thoughts that is per year. It's over a million, well, it's over millions of thoughts, right, per year that we have that influences our emotions and behavior, which influences what we attract and repel into our lives or from our lives. So given that each thought is like a seed, every single one has the potential to grow into a new belief or influence and reinforce an existing one that we already have. Since most of our thoughts are words, the language we use in our self-talk has a profound impact on our overall mental state and well-being. Each word is a building block in the narrative of our lives, As we grow more conscious of our thoughts and begin to use words that uplift and empower us, we set ourselves on the path of greater emotional freedom, resilience, and the attraction of positive, constructive experience. So, by replacing limiting self-talk with affirming statements, we can gradually then transform our inner landscape one thought at a time. So the power of words over our lives. In every culture and spiritual tradition around the world, the power of words is well acknowledged, hence prayer, right? Words are used to pray, affirm, heal, and inspire. They carry an energy that extends beyond sound and meaning, which shapes our reality and influence how we perceive ourselves and others. By choosing words that reflect love, gratitude, and possibility, we can then align ourselves to a higher frequency that attracts positive experiences and relationships. Our words attract and affect not only our individual lives, right, but also the lives of those around us. Now, we get into, people doing quote unquote magic on other people, which I totally disagree with. If you're gonna do magic, you might as well do the magic on yourself, because guess who you're affecting? Your subconscious. You're the one doing the magic, so the magic is gonna affect you more than it is gonna affect the other person in general. So just understand that, those of you trying to do witchcraft on other people, it's going to come back to you tenfold, and I hope it does, only because that's what language is. It goes into your own mind first before it expands into the external world. So as you become more internal with the language that you speak about yourself and about others, right, you contribute to a more positive collective energy, uplifting both yourself and others, right? Instead of trying to destroy other people just because you don't like them, or because you feel threatened or disempowered by what they're doing. Instead of focusing, you need to focus on yourself instead of focusing on other people and what they say and what they're doing. Because notice, those people who focus on what other people are doing tend to not focus on themselves, right? And in turn, those are the ones that usually have those type of problems within their lives more than the ones that they speak about over others, right? So the power of words cannot be overstated, right? Every word we think, speak, and write leaves a mark on our subconscious mind that shapes our beliefs and influences our reality. By practicing autosuggestion and becoming mindful of the language we use ourselves, we can break free from limiting beliefs and cultivate empowering thoughts and create a life aligned with our highest intentions. Remember, each thought is a step on the journey of our lives. Each word becomes a brushstroke on the canvas of our own reality. Choose them wisely, and the life you desire will follow. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching the video. If you would like to support me in any way, go ahead and grab my book from Amazon. I go into detail on how to manifest or create the reality that you desire by using the concepts described on my channel in multiple different videos. Appreciate those of you guys who have already subscribed, supported in any way possible, purchased the book and read the book, given me feedback, whatnot. I appreciate you, and I hope you get more success tenfold.